Hello and welcome to my Tuesday. I haven't vlogged for 2 days. I know, I've been editing, catching up with my busy 3 days that I had last week. Anyway, I'm home now. Yesterday was Monday, obviously, and Isabel had an allergy clinic appointment. It was the first one that she'd had in ages, and it turned out to be very interesting, actually. She had to stop all her antihistamines for 5 days prior to going, and they did prick testing on her. I'll put some pictures up. There's a picture by there. That's the before. First of all, they got this bit of tape, and they wrote all the allergens that they were testing for on the tape, and then they stuck that on her arm, and then they put these blobs out of these little bottles that they had, blob, 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 with the different allergens in as well. And then after that they got these prickers, and they got a fresh one for each site of doing the prick, and they just pricked it through, I suppose, so the allergen could get in, you know, under the skin. And then we had to go and wait for 15 minutes in the waiting area. Now here's the sort of in the middle of the 15 minutes picture I shall put up here, because I took 3. And as you can see, some of the things are coming up already. Not walnut, which was a very big surprise because she's tested very strongly positive for walnut in the past. That didn't come up on the test. Right, and I'm going to put the after. Ta-da! So the circled things here are the official ones. Now, that's not pasta. Everybody that I've shown has said she's allergic to pasta. No, it's pistachio. Pistachio is just the abbreviation. Apparently, she is still allergic to walnut. She's had blood tests in the past that confirm a very, very strong allergy to walnut. But apparently, it's one of those ones that might come up as a false negative on the prick test. So there we are. So that was very interesting. I have of course been sitting here at my desk working on the vlog all morning since I got up. I got up late actually. I decided that this morning was going to be my lie-in day, and I didn't get up till 9:20, which of course would have been 10:20 if the clocks hadn't gone back. So that was a really decent lie-in. Very pleased for that. I've got a little bit behind with stuff, so I've been compiling a huge list of things that I need to do over the next few days in no particular order on that sticky note there, and I'm going to write it in my diary on the relevant days that I think is realistic for getting it done. I've been given a load of bump to sit and read at some point about Izzy's allergies. Oh yeah, lots of information. I'll tell you about that later once I've gone through it, because I haven't read it yet. The allergy nurse said if you do need information about allergies, just go to that website, Allergy UK, well, assuming you're in the UK. She said that's a really trustworthy one and everything you need to know should be on there. That was her opinion. And another thing that they told us in the consultation that I thought might be worth sharing with you is that if you're allergic to pistachio, you're going to be allergic to cashew as well. And if you're allergic to cashew, you're going to be allergic to pistachio. They come as a pair, apparently. So I didn't know that. My room's a mess. I need to sort that out. It just kind of got dumped just over there when I got in, because I was so keen to just crack on and catch up with my editing. Laundry's mounted up, so that's my next job on the list, to just go and get that started. Got a few clothes to put away as well first that I washed last week. I'm just doing these few bits quickly now because I want to unfog my brain a bit, because I've been concentrating for so long at the desk. It's gone a bit kind of, you know, need to just do something that doesn't involve my brain too much for a bit. I'm veering off of the daily quick because I got some very muddy jeans in there from when I went for a walk at IB's on Sunday when I wasn't filming. Somebody was asking in the comments what powder I use. At the moment I'm using that one, the Tesco non-bio. I just generally get whatever non-bio is on special offer, and if nothing's on special offer I default to the shop's own non-bio, and that's it really. Doesn't seem to set Izzy off skin wise, so we're not too fussy. Tea is definitely required. I've got a thumbnail to make and I'm going to sip tea while I'm making it and do all the doings to get the vlog up. Look, there was a calamity last night in Izzy's room. I haven't sorted it out yet. Oh look, there's us. Yeah, she was just going to bed and I heard this glass smashing sound from her room. And I thought, oh no. Right as she's going to bed, you know. And she had to be up really early this morning as well to get a train. So I said, just put everything on the tray, I will go in and hoover and I'll deal with it. So I am. It's one of those oil burner ones, you know. You have the little tray with the wax melt on the top and it scents the room. And it looks absolutely beautiful because it shines through these patterns here in this iridescent glass. But a word of warning to you though, look, if you've got toddlers or it's in a room with a small child, It's very smashy. It's proper glass, you know. I bought it for her for her birthday, and she didn't really even get it out of the box for months, I don't think. She didn't really know what it was and wasn't very interested, but then she eventually did, and she really warmed to it, and she was really grieving the loss of it last night. It cast a beautiful glow, and it just makes the room so homely, so I'm half tempted to buy her another one. I might do. She said, well, you can put another one on my Christmas list, Mum. Yeah, but I might get one. We'll see. Needless to say, there was hot wax everywhere in her room up there, all up the leg of her chair, all over the carpet. Ideally, I want to get her carpet out of her room and replace it with laminate anyway because of her dust allergy. So I'm not intending for it to be there for many years to come anyway. It's 2:25 now. I've been working at my desk. I just didn't want to stop for lunch until I'd got the most important emails sent out, which I have now done, which is gig admin stuff for a gig in January, actually, that I'm not even doing, but I'm sorting it out. Anyway, my stomach is rumbling. The shopping fans will be cursing me because I went to Asda's on Sunday and I didn't film it. And look, I got these, which are frozen ready meals, but it won't fit in my freezer. I got 2, and I'm gonna have to eat it because it's not in the freezer, so it won't keep. So I'm gonna have that for lunch now. I can highly recommend these. They're very pleasant indeed. Out you come. Oh, it's like wedged in. Aha. Oh yeah, it's glued in at the bottom. Still feels pretty cold. It says to give it 12 minutes from frozen, but I'm sure that's defrosted, you know, because it's Tuesday and it's been in the fridge since Sunday. I'm gonna give it 6 minutes and then see how it is. I think that's possibly too much. I'd normally do my meals for about 3.5 if it's stuff that I've cooked at home. While that's doing, I'm just going to nip out quickly with this knife and quickly harvest the rest of my courgettes because look, things are just eating them, and I think any day now we might get a frost, and I'm not sure if they're just going to turn to, I don't know, a mush. Look, things have been eating my courgettes. The swines, there's quite a few there. Right, do excuse me, I'm going to get to work sawing them all off. Look at that, there's still even a flower coming on that one, look. But if you look there, they're just getting eaten. Oh, it's so annoying, the effort I've put into growing these things. Right, here comes one. I hate to harvest them so small, but I've just got a feeling that they're vulnerable out here, you know. And it's a case of pick or lose. Another little itty bitty one. Oh, sorry, my courgette friend. I hate to get you before you've fully grown. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I've just got 2. They're all so small. They need to grow more. I'll keep an eye on it every day. I'm having cheese on it. And speaking of cheese, guess what I've got in the fridge? Cheesecake. Look, a vanilla one. So safe for Izzy because no lemon or nuts in it. Yay, it was £1.83 instead of £3. And me and Izzy have had quite a few goes at it already. That's going to be my afters. I've decided this is going to be a very low-key day for me. Not doing too much, doing things at a slower pace. Getting stuff done, but not rush, because I've got a couple of, well, 3 weeks, I think, before my next gig now, so I can focus on other things for a bit. I've eaten. I'm running a backup on my usual backup system now from my laptop. Then I'm going to do some transferring of videos of finished vlogs onto another external hard drive and clear up some space in my laptop because it's been getting a bit chuggy with the old video editing. And I'm gonna have a nap because this is my official resting, chilling out day, so I'm gonna have a quick snooze, I think, because I'm feeling sleepy. It's just gone 5:30 now. I tried to have a nap. I lay there for an hour, couldn't fall asleep. It's so annoying when that happens because you waste the whole hour. Anyway, I've got up, dragged myself out of bed, just feeling really tired, and I've been editing because Isabel texted. She said she's coming home, and I didn't think she was. Initially today, IB was going to come over tonight, and then he texted later on saying he couldn't after all, so he's going to come another day. And so then I thought, I'm not feeding anybody tonight, so it's fine. I don't need to think about food. I can just graze on whatever. I'm not fussy. But anyway, now I'm feeding Isabel, but I don't know what time. Oh dear. Anyway, I still haven't cleared up that broken glass, so I'm going to get on with that now. I'm going to hang my laundry out and tidy the kitchen up before Izzy gets home, hopefully. Dealt with it. I was wondering if I might try and salvage this bit that you put the wax melt in, so I'm just going to try and tip some boiling water on that, see if I can melt the wax off it and give it a clean. And in the meantime, time to hang that lot out. I've poured the boiling water on, and not only has it formed sort of globlets, which are now swirling round, looking like a forming galaxy as we speak, but also the most delightful smell has come up. Oh, and it's steamed up my lens. Did the big load of mud come off the flares? That's the question. They were absolutely caked, and I've hemmed them to make them a bit shorter as well. Yeah, it's all come off. And that's all done, with a little bit of overspill onto that radiator. I'm going to sit on my bed and read that allergy stuff now, and if there's anything of interest, I will report back. The nurse has very kindly given me her email address and both her phone numbers and her department, her name, in case we ever have any questions at any point, and we can just ring her up. That's really nice. I have a highlighter. I thought I could highlight things that are key points. And I'm drinking squash because I'm hoping that'll help wake me up a bit, because I'm still feeling very sleepy. I suppose you might be thinking, why is Imo so calm? Her daughter's just been diagnosed with a nut allergy. Well, the thing is, we knew she had them anyway, just by how she reacts to nuts being in her environment. And also they've shown up on blood tests before now as well, so it was nothing new to us. And also, she's not in the severe risk category by any means. Her skin will flare up, she'll become inflamed. Her eyes might flare up and start being runny, she might get extra snotty, but she's not going to go into anaphylaxis as far as we know. She's certainly never shown any signs of that. So that's why I'm taking it in my stride, because it's nothing new. And I'll be surprised if I read anything that I don't know already in this thing, but you never know, I might do. So I'm most certainly going to give it a go now. I've read it, and there's about 3 things that I've highlighted that I think might be interesting or useful for you to know. One of them is that just because you've eaten nuts before and been fine doesn't mean you can't develop an allergy to them at any point during your life. And once you've got a nut allergy, you're unlikely to grow out of it. It is rare for people to grow out of nut allergies. What else have we got? Cross-reactivity is another thing. You know what I was saying about if you're allergic to cashews, you're allergic to pistachios? It's because they have a particular protein in common with each other. And apparently, many of the nuts have proteins in common with each other. So if you're allergic to one nut, chances are you might be allergic to another. So that's something to look out for. And there was one more thing. This last thing was a bit of a surprise for me, because I've heard information to the contrary to this. Signs and symptoms of an allergy, having come into contact with the allergen, usually occur within minutes of contact with tree nuts, but they can also occur up to 2 hours later. Because I've been told that if somebody's allergic to something, they immediately, straight away, the first bit of contact, they start swelling up, or, you know, coming out in hives or getting violently itchy. You know, there's some sort of violent reaction. Apparently not. Apparently, most allergic reactions to tree nuts are mild. But for some people, they can also be moderate or severe. And as you know, anaphylaxis is the example of the most severe form. So we obviously feel extremely grateful that we're not in that category. Now, some of the mild and moderate symptoms include itchy mouth, itchy tongue and itchy throat. Yeah, Izzy has that. She experiences a burning sensation as well. Swelling of lips, around the eyes or the face. Izzy hasn't really had that one. Red raised itchy rash. Yeah, she's had that. Oh, she's had that a lot. Vomiting. Yeah, she's thrown up every time she's had pistachio. Vomiting, nausea, abdominal pain and diarrhea, runny nose and sneezing. So those are the moderate and mild ones. And I think that's all I've got that I thought would be relevant to tell you, because most things are just about the severe category really. But I read it anyway, just in case. I finally found out when Izzy's coming home, and it's in 10 minutes, and I haven't cooked or anything, so I didn't know when she was back. But anyway, I'm going to go and cook now. I've taken some fish out of the freezer. You know, I bought that really cheap reduced to clear fish the other day. I've got some of that, and I've also got some leftover vegetable stew that I made last night, and I think there's enough for it to be split into two, and that be our veg portion of the meal, and I'm going to do oven chips with it because I'm feeling lazy. I'm apparently doing a terrible job of cooking this fish. I didn't realise it was up so high. I thought I turned it down, but I hadn't. Anyway, there's the fish. In the active fry we have the oven chips. How long have they got? 13 minutes to go. And in that pan there we've got yesterday's stew. Now Isabel will not want liquidy, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably serve hers out with that one of these, you know, the runcible spoon as we call it, because it, you know, the stuff runs through it. I don't know if that's really what a runcible spoon is, but that's what me and my boyfriend call it. And then I'll eat the really juicy stuff probably in a bowl separately, because I really don't care about being conventional. That's fine with me. I've had to open my back door because that fish in there was way stinkier than I expected it to be, and it stunk the house out now. Izzy has very recently arrived home. She's upstairs at the moment, but shortly that'll be done. I'm going to serve up and we're going to sit on the sofa and enjoy some more Star Trek Voyager together, because we are working our way through the whole lot. We're on to the second series now. Oh yes. Anyway, I'm going to end this rather low-key, not much happening vlog here. Some days are just like this, but to be honest, I was a bit tired and needed a break from all the mania, so I hope that was okay with you. But anyway, if you did enjoy this rather low-key vlog, could you please do the honours and give me a little like, because it does help the channel to grow. It helps to get it posted out there into suggested videos, people's home pages, that sort of thing, which helps with discovery. If you're new here and would like to follow more of my story here in the South Wales Valleys, do feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!